up and going. It is right at 12 o'clock Alaska time. I've got a little bit of daylight, so I jump on here and do these when I've got a little bit of sun coming in my windows. And I just want to say welcome and thank you for joining me. This has been a pretty yucky cold and flu season, and it's kind of getting worse. And I want to just share with you some of my best tips for creating this idea of resilience in the body. And resilience to me is when we can be exposed to things, we can come in contact with things, and they bounce off. Our body is strong and resilient, and all of the functions that keep us healthy work together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my 6 tips for creating this resilience in the body. And let me tell you something, it's not just about immune support. This is going to be for any kind of exposure. So I originally created this for families that were living in a neighborhood that was being highly sprayed with insecticides. And so they were really motivated to need to detox and keep their kids healthy. So this was originally created for them, and you can use it for all sorts of things. This is a general overall health. I also need to tell you that everything I say in here is under the assumption that you seek regular medical help from your doctor. I think there's something else I'm supposed to say. Oh, nothing's meant to treat, diagnose, or heal, of course. And it's under the assumption that necessary medical help is being sought. So my name is Farrah Collver. I am a mama of 3. I am a doTERRA Blue Diamond wellness advocate. Health and wellness are both my hobby and my business. I got started as a birth doula. I've been a birth doula for about 15 years. And one of the best things I love about that is just helping families navigate their choices and knowing that they have a lot of choices. So that's my goal for you today, is to know that you're not just a sitting duck to this kind of stuff that comes around. You have choices, and we have things that we can do to ensure that we are going to stay healthy and whole no matter what. Okay. So here they are. I'm going to go through them. For those of you that can only be on here for a moment, I apologize that I do not have PowerPoint up. I wanted to give that to you, but I couldn't get it going with the Google Hangouts. It was giving us troubles. So here they are. We're going to talk about the role of nutrition and sleep, the role of movement, massage and the aroma touch technique, essential oils, of course, digestion and supplements, detox baths, and then I've got some suggestions for you for a kit for this resilience and creating a daily routine that I'm going to give you at the end for creating this resilience. So we're going to get into nutrition and rest right off the bat. The body is designed to restore and repair with nutrition and rest. Nothing good happens in the body without nutrition and rest. So adequate sleep is huge. We talk a lot about nutrition, and we see a lot of things about eating clean and eating healthy and eating right. And there's a reason for it. It's not just the new popular thing. It's because that's how our bodies were created to function. And I would propose to you this idea that our body actually needs to have enough energy to support our immune functions. And when we're not feeding it with good nutrition, all of those functions are down. So this doesn't mean that you need to change your lifestyle hugely right off the bat. I know that it's a lot. And what I would like to suggest to you is some supplementation. Until you have created a routine in your family for healthy, good, highly nutritious, dense food, that's where supplements come in. So high quality, good supplements to just up-level that amount of nutrition in the body is huge. I got to work with a group of nurses, and one of the things they said that they see the most is these nutritional gaps in their patients. These nutritional gaps that keep people from ever completely up-leveling their health because their body's just continually trying to fill in those gaps. And when we can fill in the gaps nutritiously with supplements, then we've got a really solid foundation to go on for better and better health. So if you're saying to me, Farrah, I've done all the things, I've used my oils, I eat pretty healthy, but we still keep nosediving, I would love for you to think about this idea of having some gaps and creating a really solid foundation to get healthier on, okay? That's where supplements come in. If there's one thing that you take away from this about where supplements come in, it's to fill those nutritional gaps. So if you're taking notes, write that down, fill in the nutritional gaps, create a really solid foundation to go forward on. The other one is rest. Our bodies go into restoration mode when we are sleeping. And sleep is kind of a little bit cliche, getting enough sleep, getting adequate sleep. But if you think about what's happening in the body when we sleep, when the body is restoring anything that we deal with during the day, anything that we come in contact during the day, our body systems kick into gear when we're sleeping to take care of that. Did you know that even things like our liver gets on a routine and a rhythm of restoring and clearing out and detoxing with adequate sleep? When we're not sleeping deeply and well, those detox functions of our body are not working right. And that stuff is sitting around in there and it shouldn't be. And it's when we get this overload going on that we're more susceptible to every kind of illness, okay? So if we want to create resilience in the body, if we want our body to be able to be exposed, be able to come in contact with things and not be affected by them, we have to let those functions work properly. So I'm going to read this to you because I want to get it exactly right for you. I don't want to miss anything. And like I said, since I don't have my notes up here in my PowerPoint, I'm going to just read it to you because it's really cool stuff and we need to hear it. All right. Adequate amounts of sleep are necessary for healthy bone marrow. That's that spongy tissue inside the bones that contains stem cells, okay, which eventually form the blood cells in the body. Isn't that fascinating? We get stem cells and immune cells from bone marrow, okay? And healthy sleep is part of that. Healthy sleep is the beginning of creating that and creating those immune cells. The other thing is that, like the rest of the body, this is what I was mentioning too about the liver, that the liver is attuned to a certain rhythm that varies with the time of day. So for example, the liver produces the most cholesterol in the evening hours, and being behind on sleep can throw off that rhythm and make it less able to efficiently carry out functions like detoxifying, breaking down adrenaline, and managing blood sugar levels. So if you've got kids that are struggling with blood sugar levels and things like that, think about sleep as the baseline for where they're going to be, okay? All right, the other one is I've got a couple tips for you. You can Google these. Anybody can find them. Your best tips for getting adequate amount of sleep is, of course, turning off your screens a couple hours before bed, letting your body come down, letting that melatonin rise. But listen, when it comes to kids, this is my best one, okay? Get them outside and playing in the morning. We need to have adequate amounts of serotonin in the body, which comes from that sunlight coming in order for when darkness hits and it to drop, for it to spike melatonin in the body. So there's a really neat balance thing that happens between melatonin and serotonin, that we need adequate amounts of serotonin, which we get from daylight, from being outside, from healthy fats. We need enough of that so that when it drops in the evening, it triggers the rise of melatonin. And melatonin is the one that's a little bit scary to supplement. I know those melatonin gummies are tempting to give your kids, but please, please don't. Synthetic melatonin can act as a hormone disruptor, and you don't want to do it, especially when they can get all they need from just getting up and being outside in the mornings and getting lots of healthy fats. Those things that create serotonin creates that drop for melatonin to rise for great sleep at night. You guys might see our little guy, Leroy, running around back there on the couch. My daughter's gone and Leroy is at large. So he's our little ferret. He's a lot of fun. Animals bring a lot of life and joy to our home. So there he goes across the windowsill. There, Leroy. He's a lot of fun. All right, so look into that. Dig into that a little more. Make that a little piece of your homework, is digging into that natural balance between serotonin and melatonin. The other one is a lack of essential fatty acids can lead to a serotonin deficiency. When we don't have enough, we're also not getting enough melatonin at night to sleep. So that's where that healthy supplementation comes in as well. All right, we've covered rest, we've covered nutrition. I want to give you another tip. If you are not already using doTERRA's Serenity Complex to sleep, it's got this amazing component in there, L-theanine, that's taken from green tea. It is amazing for helping you sleep really deeply and really well. It's going to be your new best friend. You're going to love it. All right. Your oils to diffuse for good sleep are going to be cedarwood, the Serenity Complex, and oils like white fir, your tree oils. Cedarwood is number one though. If you do not have a bottle of cedarwood oil already, I'd really recommend grabbing some cedarwood oil and planning to rub it on your back, your feet, your chest, wherever you want to, and then diffusing at night. Plus, your hubby's going to love you for it because it's not flowery at all. It's a nice, wonderful woodsy tree scent, and it's top for sleeping. All right. Let me make sure that I don't skip anything for you because I don't want to do that. The third one is movement. Okay, when it comes to this idea of resilience in the body and letting those body functions work to detox us, to get rid of the things we've been exposed to, movement comes in at number 3. So the reason is because our lymph system, which detoxifies and moves things around in our body, is a low pressure system, and it works against gravity. And that means it only functions with movement, okay? Even deep breathing moves the lymph system a little bit. So we hear a lot about walking, take a long walk, get outside. You guys, when we do that, we're moving our lungs, we're moving our lymph system, and our body's natural detoxification processes are going to work. So this doesn't have to be hard stuff. I'm not telling you to go out and exercise for an hour a day. I'm telling you that in this season, when we are wanting to do everything we can to stay healthy, allowing our body's lymph system to do that work for us is going to go a long way, okay? So it works with the cardiovascular system to flush out toxins and, ready, carry immune cells throughout the body. So that's what you want to have happening. So if you're taking notes, write that down, Google it on your phone, whatever you do. Our lymph system works to help carry immune cells through our body. And when it comes to us and our children, we want all those immune cells, the good ones that formed last night when we were sleeping deeply and our bone marrow was kicking in, to now be moved and circulated all through our body. So these work hand in hand. It's a pretty amazing thing. All right. The other one is that lymph fluid circulation, it can get sluggish and toxins can accumulate and immune cells might not get carried to all areas of the body, okay? So we want that to be happening. So movement's huge. So remember, as you're thinking about a daily routine, all of those things fit together. This isn't extra and new stuff you need to add. If you send your kids out to play first thing in the morning so they can get that daylight, they can get that serotonin going, they're also going to get their lymph system moving as well. So you're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone right here, okay? Let them jump, let them play, let them run, wrestle with them. Anything you do that takes a little bit of upper body movement is going to be great for you too. It's going to get that lymph fluid moving through your body and carrying those immune cells where they need to go, okay? All right, the next one is massage. So you don't have to be a massage therapist to do this. Any mama can do this for their kiddos. Anything that's a little bit stimulating, a little bit of a rub can count as a massage in this context right here. And the context is getting some blood flow and circulation going. So if you think about getting your little one out of the tub and you've got the towel going up and down their legs and around their back and up their arms, all of this is creating some circulation and some stimulation. It's getting things flowing through the body, and it's a really easy way to help build some immunity in your kids, okay? So the other one is rhythm to massage. Again, you don't have to be a massage therapist to do this. A little bit up their back, up their legs, any kind of rhythm that you can create, a little bit of pressure with it can help release toxins from the tissues, get them circulating, and allow our circulatory system to get them out of the body. So listen, I'm going to tell you this one more time. You do not have to be a massage therapist to use a little bit of rhythmic strokes and pressure for your kids to help detox their bodies. And for yourself, a little bit of self-love. You know how good it feels to just get some pressure on your calves and your thighs, a little bit of upward pressure going? That is going to go a long way for your body, and your body's going to love you and thank you for it. In fact, if you're on here with me right now and you just give yourself a little bit of a hug, this much pressure is all it takes. It's just a little bit of a hug, a little bit of a rub. Get that circulation going. Allow those toxins to release from your muscles. Your body is going to thank you so much for it. Of course, you can get your essential oils going in there. If you do your baths and your little bit of a rub right before bed, lavender and white fir are my recommendations to you. Scratch that. Siberian fir is your fir oil for right now. Siberian fir is amazing. You're going to love it for yourself, your hubby as well. It's got some great properties that are going to help relieve any discomfort. I like it for kids, for legs, for things like growing pains. It is primo. If you want a little bit of extra detoxing going with that, and you're not going to be out sunbathing tomorrow, use one of your citrus oils for your rub. Your lemon, your grapefruit, your orange oil. These are great for helping dislodge toxins in the body and get them moving. You're going to love it. Which actually takes me into my essential oil part. So citrus oils are your friend this season, okay? You might be thinking about your oregano, your On Guard blend, your cinnamon, your ones that you think of most for immune support. But let me suggest becoming best friends with citrus oils as well. All day long in your water, your citrus oils, okay? Oh, there's Leroy coming back. Your citrus oils are going to be what's your continual, gentle, easy detox on the body. So what I often do for my family is I just drop 5 or 6 drops in a big old pitcher of water. I set it on my counter and we drink it all day long. That way everybody's getting their citrus oils coming to them, and it's not anything extra that we need to add to our life to pay attention to. It's just already there and ready to go, okay? So if you are familiar with doTERRA at all, and Dr. Hill, and you've ever got to hear him speak, you know he's a wealth of oil information. And I got to hear him at a special conference once, and he was asked, you know, if you were stuck on a desert island or you could only pick 2 oils, what would they be? And one of them was wild orange. And he said wild orange, but in the context of what we would use On Guard for. Wild orange in the context of that immune support and what it can do for the body as far as immune support. So take that, that is a little piece of gold right there. That is essential oil gold. Your citrus oils are going to be your best friend this season. Alrighty, I think we got them. I actually think that we did 5, and we're moving on to the 6th one. And my 6th one for you is power of a detox bath. So a Epsom salt detox bath. I know there's a lot of people would like to smear detox baths, but listen, when we are doing everything we can to stay healthy, a detox bath with Epsom salt is going to go a long ways. That magnesium in there is so good for your body. The warm water, getting everything circulated is fantastic. It is so easy to dump a cup of Epsom salt in a bath and soak there for 20 minutes. Here's my thing with that though. Are you ready? Take a shower first. You don't want to be soaking in toxic shampoo or toxic soap. Take a quick shower, sit in your detox bath for 20 minutes. Let your kiddos sit in the bath with a little bit of Epsom salt, a little bit of lavender oil. That can go a long way for what we're doing, okay? And remember, it's all about circulation. It's all about getting things moving through the body. Your body is perfectly and wonderfully made and able to keep you healthy against anything that comes at it. All that we're going to do with this is we're going to remove some of the blocks to that, and we're going to let it function in the way it was made to function best and do what it's made to do best for us, okay? So here's a couple other things. Elimination, we want to talk about getting rid of those toxins. Everything that we're flushing out needs to actually move efficiently out of the body. So keeping your digestion going is huge. If you're not already using a digestive enzyme, I would really suggest a digestive enzyme and a good probiotic for efficient digestion. You don't want to do all the right stuff and have toxins dislodged from your body and then have it sitting around in there. That's a burden on the body as well, okay? So get rid of it, get it going out of the body. It's going to go a long ways. Digestion is your key to health right there. So let me check. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything for you. If you have any questions, we've got a little chat box here. I'll be able to see them. I'll take a few questions. I definitely want those of you that joined live to be able to get a few of your questions answered. That's the benefit of getting on here live. So utilize that if you're able to, and I'll definitely answer a few questions as we're just about to wrap up. Let me make sure like I said, I didn't forget anything for you. You definitely don't need that. All right, we didn't forget anything. So here's your routine. Are you ready? I got it for you. This is easy. If you've thought, man, Farrah, that's a lot of things to remember. That's a lot to write down. I just barely took in everything you said. Let me give you this routine, okay? For kids, it's get up and play outside. You want that daylight coming in their little eyeballs first thing in the morning to get that serotonin going. You want their bodies moving so that lymph system is going. Get up and play outside. The second one is we're going to supplement with some good nutritious supplements and some healthy fats. I really recommend doTERRA's IQ Mega. for your supplement. And then, of course, some digestive enzymes. And I love getting a drop of wild orange oil into kids right at breakfast. Mix it in your orange juice, mix it in your grapefruit juice. It's a great way to get supplements, essential oils supplementing in the body. Terrazyme. Those digestive enzymes are huge. The other one is go to bed with a detox bath. A little bit of lavender in that detox bath. It's going to start calming the body. It's going to get it down ready for good rest and sleep, deep sleep. A light massage, super light after their bath. You're going to give them a good rub with a towel. You're going to rub their back, rub their legs with a little bit of good oils. If you want to use some oils for added detoxing, the Zendocrine blend is one to go look into. You're going to diffuse your cedar wood at night for them. They're prone to bad dreams, juniper berry. Okay, we're going to do that one more time because that was a lot. Get up and play outside, get moving. Use your supplements, use your citrus oils, take your detox bath, and sleep really well. We can do that, right? Adults, same thing. What if you got up and played outside for 10 minutes before you got going? All right, it's dark here until 9:30, so I sleep in until 9:30 because I'm not getting up before there's some sunlight for me to get in my eyes. But some daylight right away in the morning. A little bit of movement that gets your chest moving and your lymph system moving right away in the morning. This is a beautiful routine to start with no matter what you do. Put your lemon oil in your water. Take your supplements. Move. Give yourself the gift of some massage. If you have to see a massage therapist once a month, whatever it takes, you are doing a huge service to your body to stay healthy this winter. I suggest once a week right now, especially in the middle of cold and flu season. You do not want your body holding those extra toxins, okay? Treat yourself to a detox bath at night. Diffuse your essential oils and sleep really, really well. I am going to type all this up for you. I'm going to put it in one post. It's going to be on my Farrah Collver Facebook page. I'm going to put it on my Instagram today. You're going to see it all there in one easy post. And we're going to be done with this webinar. I really appreciate those of you that were able to join me live. I don't see any chat in the box, but of course you are always able to ask your questions. And you know what, the next one of these I think we're going to do on Facebook because it's a lot easier to chat on there too. So watch for that post to come up on my Farrah Collver Facebook page or my Instagram. I'm happy to get any questions that you have answered, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay happy and healthy.